me, Mike. Help me.
It's the same dream, night after night. I'm searching for Rita in the dark world, but something unspeakable starts chasing me. I never make it back through the portal in time. It's been more than a year since I foiled the ancients' plans to grow an alien embryo in my brain, and still the dark world haunts me. Rita's murder is just the latest reminder that no place is safe from the darkness. Not even my hometown. Come in. The door's open.
Your mother let me in, Dawson. I had some more questions to ask you about the murder.
Am I a suspect, Sheriff?
We have to look at everybody, Dawson, especially everyone who was close to Rita.
Rita and I didn't really see each other much since I moved back home.
Just how much contact did you have with her?
Didn't we go all over this before?
Yes, but that was last week and you left out a lot. Witnesses said you and Rita left the banquet together. What happened when you two were alone?
Last week? It seems like yesterday.
You seem to be a little out of it, Dawson. Doesn't sound like those psychiatric sessions are helping you much.
Look, Sheriff, I'm going to be late for my doctor appointment.
I know all about your sessions with Dr. Sims, but the mayor wants you to make time to meet with the feds later.
I wish I had something to tell you, Sheriff. I really do.
Well, if you remember anything, see me down at the station. But your memory had better return by today, or things won't look good for you.
This closet has been locked ever since I can remember. The key was lost a long time ago. It smells good in here. Mom must be cooking something special. Mom looks pretty good considering all she's been through. Morning, Mom.
So it takes the sheriff to wake you up, Mike?
I don't feel like talking about the sheriff, Mom.
Fine. You never feel like talking.
I think I'll eat over at Hank's for breakfast.
You should know better than to eat the greasy food at that diner. I thought you were going to start eating healthier. You're not in high school anymore, you know.
You know, you woke me up with all those pots banging.
Sorry, Mike, but it's time that you got up. The sun has been shining for hours.
Gosh, Mom, you treat me like I'm in high school again.
Well, then start acting your age. You came home to recover from your nervous breakdown, which is fine, but you've been here for a year now. When are you going back to your job?
But I have an extended sick leave for as long as I need it.
Well, I think you've recovered from whatever it was. I don't know what happened to you in that old house in California, but surely it couldn't have been that bad.
Go easy on me. What I went through last year was far worse than anything you could imagine.
I've lost a husband and a sister to cancer. Your father left me no insurance money, and I have arthritis. You don't see me checking into a mental hospital with a nervous breakdown.
It wasn't a nervous breakdown. It was... You wouldn't understand.
I understand that you're always moping around and acting like a bum. Come on, Mike. Why don't you finish up that novel you were writing?
You're ashamed of me, aren't you?
No, son, I'm not ashamed of you. I just wish I knew what was bothering you. You were always full of energy and life. Since that nervous breakdown, all you do is stare at the walls.
I'm starting to get a headache.
Well, that's what your medicine is for. You know where to find it.
By the way, Mom, thanks for taking care of me this past year.
I love you, Mike. I just want you to get well again.
I don't feel like doing any errands now. Maybe later. This picture has been on the refrigerator for years. I'm not about to take it down now. When I was a kid, my family used to gather here to watch television.
On giving hot lunches to the school children. In other parts of the country, law enforcement officials are still bewildered about the murder of local librarian Rita Scanlon last week after the high school reunion. When asked about potential suspects, Sheriff Willard Butler replied,
Michael, you and your kind are in grave danger once again. The ancients have returned. I am sending something to assist you. You must act quickly.
warned that this is the second local death this year and residents should always be alert. On the national news scene,
There's someone at the front door. It's a ticket Hey, that's Jack. He likes to think he's tough with that motorcycle and all, but he's about the only new friend I've made since I returned home.
Well, are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy, or are you gonna take a load off your feet?
What brings you here, Jack?
My motorcycle, dumbcock. You need to have your ears checked. Actually, I stopped by because I saw the sheriff's patrol car drive off. I was worried about my favorite recovering mental case.
Don't joke about my nervous breakdown, Jack. I thought you were my friend.
Relax, Michael boy, relax. Geez, you must be under a lot of stress. They say your sense of humor is the first thing to go.
The sheriff thinks I murdered Rita.
Yeah, I know. I overheard Deputy Brown talking in the diner. You're the #1 suspect.
You overheard the deputy? That's great. Everyone must know by now.
It's a small town, people talk. But that could work to our advantage. I have a plan.
What should I do?
Not to worry, Mikey boy. I've been giving your situation some thought, and I think there are some things Sheriff Butler overlooked.
I'm too hungry to think right now, Jack. How about joining me at the diner?
I don't think I'm very welcome there. Not after that stunt I pulled with the jukebox. Let's meet here after you've done stuffing your face.
I've got an appointment with Dr. Sims soon. Let's get together afterwards.
You're seeing that, Quack? Don't waste your time with that head shrinker. Listen to your old pal Jack instead. Okay, we'll meet here after you're done with Dr. Sigmund Fraud.
You know, Jack, I still can't remember what happened that night.
Nothing happened. You know that, and I know that.
It's hopeless. I feel like the biggest patsy since Oswald.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of this mess. Then we can party.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks for believing me.
Now, don't get all mushy on me. I'll meet you right here after your doctor's appointment. Until then, hang loose.
Even though I grew up in this town, I still find that a map helps me get to places quickly. I've been finding reasons to avoid going to Dr. Sims' office during the past week. Rita used to live just around the corner. There's Paul Cooper. For a guy who runs a hardware store, he doesn't keep his house in very good shape. Nice lawn, though. Hi, Mr. Cooper. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Sure, Mike. I remember you.
So how's the hardware store business?
Great. I've given myself a vacation for the first time in about 3 years. The store is closed right now. I'm just going to relax and water my lawn for the next week or 2.
Does your lawn need that much water?
It's dry. It's always dry. Gotta get it ready. You know how it is. It's nice to have a pretty lawn. I'll have a big water bill, but I don't care. As long as it keeps pumping, I'll keep watering.
Paul, why is there lawn furniture on your roof?
I had to move it out of the way. Didn't want it to get rusty with the watering and all.
I think I have to leave now. You take real good care of yourself, Paul.
Take care of yourself, Mike.
diner in the pool hall next door played a large part in my teenage years. I took Rita to the diner on our first date when we were both juniors in high school. Hank's diner isn't the swinging place it used to be, but Hank still does enough business to keep the place going. How's it going, Hank?
My back's been acting up, but otherwise not too bad. How are you, Mike?
I'm starving. What have you got to eat around here?
Like you haven't seen my menu 1,000 times. What are you hungry for? Ham and eggs, grits, pancakes?
Pancakes? Rita and I used to come here for pancakes after church.
You two were quite an item back when you were in high school. Shame about what happened to her. Real tragedy.
Who do you think murdered Rita?
Oh, I can't imagine it was anyone from around here. But he's one sick dude, whoever he is.
Sick? Murder isn't a disease. It's evil.
Relax, Mike. It's just a figure of speech. I don't think anyone's going to show the killer any compassion when they catch up with him.
Have you heard any more about the investigation?
Deputy Brown stopped by to get some coffee and donuts on his way to Rita's place. He was saying that the FBI might be called in. Doc Larson was telling us some pretty grisly stuff.
I heard about the FBI from the sheriff.
Say, Mike, weren't you with Rita the night she was killed?
I can't remember about that night, Hank. It's these headaches.
Mike, you and I go way back. As a friend, I'm telling you that you better start remembering quick. Deputy Brown was saying that the sheriff doesn't want to waste any time on this case.
I'm seeing Dr. Sims in a short while. Maybe he can jog my memory.
Don't waste your money on head shrinkers, Mike. Whenever I forget something, I just retrace my steps.
What did Doc Larson have to say?
He wouldn't go into any details because he wants to keep certain things from the public. I haven't seen Doc Larson so excited since that other murder.
What other murder?
Old man Ramirez. He died in a fire a few weeks back and left his wife a very rich widow. Funny how Rita died so close to his house.
I don't see anything funny about Rita's death.
Sorry, Mike. I forgot that you two were friends. It's just that Rita and Ramirez were friends. Some folks saw them walking in the park together and holding hands.
Rita was murdered in a public park. How could they keep any details secret?
Doc Larson had her body moved to the morgue before dawn. Deputy Brown said the sheriff wasn't too happy about that. Didn't give him much of a chance to examine the crime scene first.
I need some fresh air.
You don't look well, Mike. Why don't you go out for a walk? Nice day for it.
I think I'll just do that, Hank. See you later.
Take care, Mike.
Say, Hank, do you think you can get me a cherry ice cream soda?
Sorry, Mike. Having a problem with the soda dispenser. Darn thing won't turn off once you turn it on.
I always preferred to sit at the counter so that I could talk. There's Jimmy Gardner and Melissa Fleming. Jimmy's the type of loser I'd expect. Hi, Jimmy. Long time no see.
Well, it's Mr. Big Shot Ryder. What brings you down to this part of town? Slummin'?
How about a game of pool?
Cut the crap, Dawson. We might have been friends once, but that was a long time ago.
What happened to you? You were a straight A student until you dropped out.
I guess I'm just the town's bad seed. You went off to college and joined the establishment. I stayed here and became a statistic.
We were friends in high school. Why are you so angry with me now?
Let's just say that you and I don't share the same interests anymore.
You're a real tough guy now, aren't you, Jimmy?
You got that right, chump. I'm the local wise guy, so stay out of my way.
I hear that your interests these days aren't exactly on the up and up.
So what? There's a lot going on in this town that ain't exactly on the up and up.
Tell me, Jimmy, how come the sheriff leaves you alone?
That's easy in this town. That flatfoot doesn't know his butt from an armadillo, but I got the goods on him. He doesn't bother me.
What do you know about Sheriff Butler?
I know he's down here trying to get away from what happened in Dallas. Yeah, he's a real champion of justice, all right.
Maybe I should go.
Yeah, get out before I throw you out.
Hi, Melissa. Have you got time to talk?
Well. Look what the cat dragged in.
So what are you doing here in the pool hall? Seeing Jimmy?
What are you insinuating? I'm a married woman, I'll have you know. I just came in here for a smoke.
Well, you did used to date Jimmy back when you were a cheerleader.
That was a long time ago. We're not the same people we were in high school, you know.
I heard that you married Mayor Fleming. He used to be my dad's partner, you know.
Oh, please don't give me that. He's old enough to be my father routine. I've heard it all.
Poor Rita. It's a shame what happened to her.
Poor Rita? That little tramp had it coming to her.
Why all this nasty talk about Rita?
Ask around, Dawson. Just ask around. Now leave me alone.
The mayor campaigned on how he was going to rid our streets of the homeless, but I guess they just got driven into sheds like this. Another evil that's been hidden but still exists. It's hard to believe that someone could live in this dilapidated old shed. I found an old coat hanger. This might be useful. I once read a story about how a thief used a wire to open a lock. The carnival has been set up here in the park for more than a week now. I wonder when it's going to finally open. my God. This is where Rita was murdered. Who's there? Who are you?
My name's Slim. You're Mr. Dawson, aren't you? The one they think murdered Rita Scanlon?
My name is Mike Dawson, but I didn't murder Rita.
I know. A voice told me that you were innocent. You don't think that's strange, do you? Hearing voices in your head?
No, I don't think that's strange at all. I've been hearing voices myself.
I knew that people had you all wrong, Mr. Dawson. You and me, we belong to a much larger world. One that most people couldn't begin to fathom.
You're right. No one believes some of the things I've seen and heard. Why are you hiding in the bushes?
I'm checking out the murder site. The criminal always leaves a clue at the scene of the crime.
I don't know what you hope to find here. The sheriff must have gone over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
The sheriff? Don't make me laugh. That buffoon couldn't solve a jigsaw puzzle. He has no conception of the significance of this crime.
Did you know Rita?
I knew Miss Scanlon was the town librarian. At least that's what she claimed. But I have my suspicions about her.
What was suspicious about Rita?
She was involved with something. Something unclean. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but when I do, it will expose the evil lurking under this town.
You seem to be the only one who really understands what is going on. Who do you think killed Rita?
I think she was murdered by aliens from another dimension.
You know about the ancients. So the Keeper of the Scrolls was right. They were involved with Rita's death.
Of course it was the ancients. Who else could have committed such a horrible crime? It had to be the ancients.
Finally, someone else who knows about the dark world. I can't even confide in my mother or my best friend about this. I'm so glad I met you, Slim.
Or it might have been O.J. working in cahoots with the Trilateral Commission, I'll betcha. Then again, it could have been the International Communist Conspiracy. This looks like their handiwork.
I've gotta go now.
Wait. Before you leave, I did find something the sheriff overlooked. It's a ticket stub to last week's high school reunion.
Do you mind if I have the ticket, Slim? I don't have many mementos of Rita.
Take it, Mr. Dawson. It's not much of a clue, and besides, I've got theories about a hired hitman and a satanic cult to follow up on. Don't worry, I'll find Rita's murderer and prove your innocence.
Gee, thanks, Slim. That makes me feel a lot better.
Glad to have your voice.
I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims.
Make yourself comfortable, Mike. I've been expecting you.
I have an awful headache, Doctor.
Have you been taking your medicine?
The medicine doesn't work. Can't we try something else?
We could try hypnosis. It's proven effective with many of my patients. You may experience some unsettling dreams, but it might also help your memory.
I'm still having trouble remembering things.
This is to be expected. You're still recovering from a nervous breakdown. The murder last week has further exacerbated the problem.
Why can't I remember what happened at the reunion?
It's always a shock to learn a friend has been killed. And you were the last one to see Rita alive, right? The human mind tends to block out painful memories.
I just wish I could remember more about what happened that night.
Don't worry, Mike. The memories will come back in time.
Sheriff Butler suspects me of Rita's murder.
Yes, the sheriff was in here asking about you. I told him I didn't think you were capable of such an act.
I'm feeling much better, Doctor. I don't think I need to see you anymore.
I disagree, Mike. I know you're frustrated with the slow progress, but these things take time. But perhaps some hypnotherapy will speed up your recovery.
I think it's happening all over again.
Have you been having more of your dark world experiences?
I've been dreaming about the dark world again.
Uh-huh.
I've seen Rita in my dreams, too.
That's good. Perhaps it's a sign your repressed memories will resurface soon.
Voices from the dark world have contacted me.
I see.
I may be going back there, and soon.
Yes, of course, Mike. But I really can't approve of you entertaining these fantasies. We need to work on your memory of events as they really are.
You know, what happened last year wasn't a hallucination. It was real.
Or so you believe, Mike. It isn't all that uncommon for people to suffer delusions of alternate universes, even things as bizarre as aliens implanting embryos in human brains.
But Dr. Sims, everything I told you is true.
Yes, of course. But tell me, what does your friend Jack think of all this?
I never told Jack about the dark world.
But you told me he was your closest friend.
I trust Jack, but I don't tell him everything.
Well, from what you've told me about this Jack, I don't think he's a very positive influence on you. My advice would be to steer clear of him. Try not to associate with him so much.
Jack's the only friend I've got.
Nonetheless, I think he's a bad influence. I want you to think about severing your relationship with him.
I do want to get better, but the thought of being hypnotized frightens me.
Mike, I know that the thought of losing control over your mind terrifies you, but I believe hypnotism will be of benefit in your case. Why don't we give it a try?
All right, you've convinced me. Hypnotize me.
You're feeling sleepy. You feel like you're drifting on a cloud, on a rubber raft at the swimming pool. All is calm, all is quiet. You are sleepy.
I feel so dizzy. This reunion banquet is giving me a headache. I need some fresh air.
You always need fresh air, Mike. I swear, I don't know what's happened to you since you've moved away from here. And frankly, I don't like it.
Come on, Rita. Give me a break. You know I've been sick?
Sick of people, you mean? You've become such a loner, Mike. You never want to go anywhere where there's people. You don't even want to visit any of my friends.
Not your reading group again. Always busy doing stuff for the library. You never have any time to spend alone with me anymore. Why can't it be like it was when we were in high school?
People change, Mike, but I don't care for the change that's come over you. You're drunk. I'll see you later. I have a friend to see.
Fine. Just walk away. I hope the boogeyman gets you. Why am I so dizzy? I bet the punch is spiked.
Is someone there? Don't play games. Mike? Is that you? Ah!
Mike? Are you awake? How's your headache now?
I feel better. My headache's gone.
Good. Perhaps hypnosis is the answer to your problems.
What a bizarre dream.
What did you dream about?
I was back in the dark world. It was so strange.
The dark world again, huh? It probably represents what you consider evil, an internal conflict, perhaps.
I dreamed about Rita. We were back at the reunion. We were arguing.
Perhaps it's a symbol of trying to resolve your inner turmoil. That's a good sign. Can you remember what you argued about?
Just a little. It all seems so fuzzy.
A common occurrence. Don't let it worry you.
I was wrong about this hypnosis stuff. I'd like to do it some more.
I'm glad it's working for you, Mike, but it looks like our time is up. If the headache comes back, we'll try more hypnosis.
Thanks, Dr. Sims. I feel a whole lot better.
It's good to know you're on the road to recovery, Mike. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Here comes Jack. Thanks for meeting me, Jack. So what's your plan?
We gotta deflect Sheriff Butler's suspicions. You're innocent, right? We've gotta prove it.
But I don't remember anything that happened after Rita and I had our fight.
You had a fight with Rita? Is that what Dr. Sims helped you remember? I told you not to trust him. Now we gotta prove someone else killed her.
You're forgetting something, Jack. I'm not a detective.
So, neither is Sheriff Butler. Listen, you need to collect some new evidence. I can't do it because, hey, look at me, I stick out like a sore thumb. But you do blend in and can probably do some digging.
Rita did say that she was going to meet a friend after the reunion. But who?
Well, it so happened that when I overheard the deputy, he did mention some other possible suspects. I, for one, agree with him on the selection.
Who are the other suspects?
At first, I didn't believe it. Then I thought about it, and it makes sense, I'm telling you. Two folks who ain't what they seem. How about Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson?
Mayor Fleming?
That's right. Mayor Irving Fleming. I once saw Rita sitting in his car in front of the courthouse, and they were looking pretty cozy. The election's coming up, and I'm sure he's busy sweeping all the skeletons out of his closet.
Doc Larson? The medical examiner?
Have you ever noticed how many female visitors they have at the morgue? Rumor has it that he has his fingers where they shouldn't be. He used to have Rita personally deliver medical textbooks from the library, you know.
Do you know if Rita dated anyone else?
Besides you? Well, she did used to see Sheriff Butler, but that ended a long time ago. Anyway, you have two good leads to get you started. As for me, I'm out of here.
The sheriff used to date Rita? I didn't know that. Now I really don't trust him.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree with that one, but what the hell? Maybe it'll take some of the heat off you if you harass the sheriff. Anyway, I gotta go.
Wait, Jack. I can't do this by myself.
You're capable of more things than you think, Mike boy. And I'm not abandoning you. I'll be cruising the neighborhood. If you turn up anything, come back here and flag me down.
The Civic Center. We used to joke about the sheriff's office, courthouse, and morgue all being next door to each other. First they tie 'em, then they try 'em, then they fry 'em. Andy and Barney would be right at home here. But this ain't Mayberry, and unless I can get the sheriff off my back, there ain't going to be a happy sitcom ending. So, how's the murder investigation going, Sheriff?
You know, Dawson, they say killers follow the investigations of their own crimes just for the thrill.
There was a rumor going around that the body was mutilated?
I'll tell you one thing. Doc Larson was having himself a field day, happier than a pig in slop. I can't reveal details. We have to withhold specific information that only the killer would know. Dawson?
You make it sound like Doc Larson enjoyed seeing Rita's mutilated body.
I tell you, I've never seen the man so excited. He could hardly wait to have the body bundled up and sent off to the morgue.
That Doc Larson's one strange guy.
Well, you know he was kicked off a hospital staff, don't you? Something about fooling around with some patient in the hospital morgue. But I shouldn't spread rumors.
How well did you know Rita?
Yeah, hardly at all. I don't patronize the library very much. I get my reading material down at the newsstand.
I heard you used to date Rita.
So what if I did? Rita was interested in lots of men. Jealous, Dawson? Is that what made you snap and kill her?
Did Rita dump you because you couldn't satisfy her, Sheriff?
Why, you little turd. I'll have you know that I was the one who dumped her. She was too bookish. Always running off to spend time with that reading group of hers.
Just what was this reading group that Rita belonged to?
I don't know. Some of Rita's friends, people from the library, I guess. She was always trying to get me to go with her, but I couldn't see myself sitting around with a bunch of eggheads discussing poetry. That's why I dumped her.
Do you still think I'm the one who killed Rita?
I can't think of anyone else who makes a better suspect. I tell you, if I had one good, hard piece of evidence against you, I'd have you behind bars so fast your head would spin.
Why do you let a thug like Jimmy Gardner run around? Does he have something on you?
Shut your mouth, Dawson. You're pissing me off.
Well, I think I'll be going now.
Anytime you feel like confessing, Dawson, you come right back. I'll be here.
It's about time the carnival opened. I'll bet they were just trying to build up the public's curiosity so they'll attract more customers. haven't been past the Ramirez mansion in a long time. It's one of the town's oldest landmarks. They used to own all of the land around the park before they donated it to the town. Mrs. Ramirez is obviously a God-fearing woman, and she wants everyone to know it too. Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
Yes, young man. What do you want?
I was wondering if you knew Rita Scanlon, the woman who was murdered nearby last week.
Only too well, young man. She was the devil's tool, I tell you.
Why do you say that she was the devil's tool?
All of you young people are servants of Satan. It's all that heavy metal music and drugs and sex.
Did you see or hear anything the night Rita Scanlon was murdered?
Young man, I have already told the police everything I know, which is nothing. But if you ask me, she had what was coming to her.
Just how well did you know Rita?
Well, enough to know she tried to seduce my late husband. She was a harlot. She deserved what happened to her.
Why do you say she got what was coming to her?
Rita Scanlon was the devil's disciple. The whore of Babylon come back to stalk the earth.
Look, lady, Rita was my friend. I just want to find out who murdered her, that's all.
Is that so? Well, I have nothing more to say to someone who consorted with the whore of Babylon. Good day!
I'm sorry to bother you again, Mrs. Ramirez.
Is that so? And what do you want to bother me about?
I just heard about how Mr. Ramirez died. I want to express my condolences.
Thank you. It was a terrible tragedy. I don't know how I'll go on without my dear husband.
I suppose the Sheriff Butler was in charge of investigating the fire.
Yes, and he found nothing to indicate foul play, despite what the insurance company says.
I'm sorry that I never had an opportunity to meet your husband.
Why, I'm surprised. He was the most prominent attorney in town. A very successful man and a charitable one, too. If he had lived, I have no doubt he would have eventually donated all his wealth to various noble causes.
Do you think Rita was somehow involved?
I don't see how. Her soul now roasts in Hell's Kitchen. But the fire my husband died in was a tragic accident. Nothing more.
I've heard rumors that the fire your husband died in was, intentionally set.
Why, how dare you? Those rumors were started by the insurance company, trying to find a way to get out of paying off my husband's life insurance policy. I will thank you not to spread them any further. Good day!
I'm sorry to bother you again, Mrs. Ramirez.
Is that so?
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Yes, they ward off the evil that is running amok here in Crowley. This town used to be a God-fearing community, but now I don't dare to leave my house except to go to church.
Why do you think the town is corrupted by evil?
Why, just stroll along the street, and you will find vice and decadence behind every door. The church is our only hope for salvation. You do attend church, don't you?
I go to church whenever I get the chance, I guess.
You should go to church every Sunday, at least. And more often than that, when possible. There are dark forces at work here, and your soul must be fortified to resist temptation.
I was just admiring your house.
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only building around here for miles.
So your family's been here a long time?
My late husband's family, actually. But they're all dead and gone. It's just me now.
You must get lonely sometimes.
Nonsense! I have my church, my books, and I have my money.
It must cost a lot to insure a place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those insurance people are godless swine, worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why, they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance. I finally had to take them to court, but I won.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez. I appreciate your time.
God be with you, young man.
Here's my ticket.
So, do you want a medal?
You don't have to be so rude, you know.
Well, excuse me. Look, pal, I've been coughing up my lungs all day. So now that you finally coughed up a ticket, we can put an end to this delightful conversation.
What? Are you sick or something?
Good guess, Einstein. You ought to think about going into medicine. Damn straight I'm sick! But I left my friggin' medicine inside the carnival, and I have to man this stupid...
Where is your medicine? Maybe I could get it for you.
So, you're Albert Schweitzer, too. My medicine's in the cooler in the employee tent. You'll find it behind a carousel to the right.
I'll get your medicine for you right now.
Well, then hurry up about it, or all the mommies in your lovely little town are gonna have to explain to their kiddies why the funny clown is hacking up blood.
This carousel must mark the center of the carnival. There are walkways leading off in 4 directions. What a mess. I must have wandered into the backstage area of the carnival. This must be some kind of employee storage and break room. This anvil's too heavy. I can't lift it by myself. According to my ticket, all the attractions here are free. A sideshow and Hall of Mirrors attraction. Great. I've experienced enough freaks and distortions to last a lifetime. Hello, ladies.
Hello, sir. I hope that you are enjoying the carnival.
Say, this guy looks delicious, doesn't he?
Who are you?
I'm Minnie. This is my sister Daisy. We're Siamese twins.
We're very, very close.
I need to get the clown's medicine, but it's trapped under an anvil. Can you help?
Oh dear, you might try asking Gargan, the strong man next door. He can probably lift it for you.
Why, that muscle-bound crybaby is probably too busy feeling sorry for himself. Don't even bother.
What are you writing?
I'm addressing these postcards. We're sending them to famous people from all over the world.
I'm writing the text of the postcards. You write to everyone. Jack the Ripper, Lizzie Borden, Genghis Khan.
And I'm addressing this one to Charles Dickens. What's your name? Maybe we can send one to you.
Everyone you're writing to is dead. Do they ever write back?
Yes, voices come into our heads. I always hear from women.
And I always hear from men. Too bad none of them sound as young and virile as you, sweet buns.
Where do you send these postcards? To the dead letter office?
Oh, that's very funny, sir. No, we send them to the local morgue. I'm sure they know where to forward them.
So come on, hon. What's your name?
My name's Mike Dawson.
Mike Dawson? Oh no! That was the name I was supposed to mail the key to. I think I made a big mistake.
Watch your mouth, sis. The voices won't like it.
No, I'm sick of you and your twisted ways, Daisy. You built the Hall of Mirrors as a favor for those voices you heard. Now I'm doing a favor for the voice I heard.
Look, pretty boy, I'm not letting my sister say anything more. Go on, get out of here before we all get in big trouble.
What a magnificent stage. This act must be something really special. Excuse me, Gargan.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
Do you work here?
Oh, that's just great. I'm doing my weightlifting act, and you can't even tell that I'm a performer. No wonder I'm going to lose my job.
Why would you lose your job?
I can't draw a crowd. They all go to see the Siamese twins or the fortune teller. There's just no interest in my talents. Not when you can rent Arnold or Sly at the video store for $1.
Come on, Mr. Gargan. There's no reason to be so depressed. Life's not so bad.
Oh, yeah? Obviously you didn't hear about the missing box office money. People are just plain no good. Now stop interrupting me!
A fortune teller. These people are nothing but rip-off artists. That's probably how this carnival makes most of its profits. Are you a fortune teller?
Indeed I am. Pandora, the all-seeing and all-knowing. Allow me to introduce you to my friend, Lucifer.
That sure is a big snake. Is he friendly?
Lucifer is very friendly to me. She is my familiar. She gives me my powers. Isn't that right?
What does your snake eat?
Whatever she can fit into her mouth. By the way, I wouldn't stand too close.
What powers does your snake give you?
Powers that allow me to see into the distant past and the far future. Powers that let me help people guide their destinies. In layman's terms, I tell fortunes.
What's my fortune?
I get my strongest readings from personal items. Perhaps you have something in your possession I may examine.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
I see a hat rack with one of its 4 pegs occupied.
Pandora, I need your talents again.
Lucifer and I have been expecting you.
What can you tell me about the clown?
I see a weight that cannot be lifted.
What can you tell me about Minnie and Daisy?
I see a glassy envelope sent to one who in the morning walks on 4 feet, at midday 2, and in the evening 3. But now he sleeps.
What can you tell me about Gargon?
I see a weight that cannot be lifted.
Thank you. That was very insightful.
It was our pleasure. Good fortune to you. His goodbye.
Excuse me, Gargon.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you...
I need some help. Could you lift an anvil off an ice chest for me?
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to help anyone. I take some lousy pills my doctor gave me, but they don't do much good. I'm washed up and I know it.
Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Gargon?
You can stop pretending to feel sorry for me. I know that no one really gives a damn. Now, let me get on with my act while I still have a job.
I wonder why a morgue would have a waiting room. I think there's someone making out inside, and it looks like they play pretty rough. Sorry to bother you, Doc Larson. Do you have time to talk?
What is it? I'm very busy with a patient.
What can you tell me about Rita's death?
sorry. I can't discuss the case with anyone while it's under investigation.
What were you hiding by rushing Rita's body away before the police could examine the crime scene?
That does it, Dawson! Get the hell out of my office!
No one's there. It's locked. No one's there. Sorry to bother you, Doc Larson.
Why are you bothered?
I'm curious. Why does the town morgue have a waiting room?
I have to keep a practice on the side. You don't think this town pays me a lot of money, do you? If I could just get a break, I'd move out of this one-horse town.
What kind of a break?
Why, a real scientific breakthrough. I'm presenting a paper on the subject very soon. You don't think I take this medical examiner job seriously, do you? It's hardly a proper position for a man like me.
What kind of scientific breakthrough?
New methods of inserting DNA into the ovum, Dawson. It will open up all sorts of exciting possibilities in genetic research. It should also be my ticket out of this backwater town.
I'm afraid science has never been one of my favorite subjects.
That's typical of the Crowley, Texas mentality. The sooner I get out of this place, the better.
You're not happy here?
This town offers no challenges for a man of my capabilities. Mark my words, you won't see me around here much longer. If all goes well, I'll have a position at a major university or research facility by next September.
I'm investigating Rita's murder myself. I'd like to look at the autopsy report.
Look, I told you I'm not allowed to discuss the case. All the autopsy files are locked up in my office, and that's where they'll stay.
I heard that Rita's murder was particularly gruesome.
Why, yes. It was fascinating the way the killer... Damn it, Dawson! I told you that I can't reveal any facts about the case!
How well did you know Rita?
Hardly at all. She worked at the library. That's all I know about her.
Speaking of public institutions, I heard that you used to work for a hospital. Until you got fired, that is.
What? Who told you this?
Something having to do with seducing a patient, I believe. Boy, it would be a shame if that piece of news got around town. Why, you'd be finished around here, I imagine.
Don't threaten me, you little snot! Why, for 2 cents, I'd wring your neck! Get the hell out of my office and never come back!
Doc Larson must have accidentally hit the admittance button when he slammed his fist on the counter. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up! book says this guy's name was Mark Danson. He's wearing some kind of charm around his neck. It looks like a key made of glass. Oh my God! That's Rita! Her head's been cut off! Here's Rita's autopsy report. Rita's head was forcibly removed by a sharp instrument with a serrated edge and, oh God, her tongue and eyes were cut out and left at the murder site. Here's Mark Danson's autopsy report. This says that Danson died of natural causes. Old age, apparently. He was a lighthouse keeper. I didn't know anybody still did that. And he walked with a cane. Hey, that's the answer to Pandora's riddle. I walk on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs during the day, and 3 legs at night. A man walks on 4 legs as a baby, and 3 legs when he needs a cane. Here's an address book. Why would someone keep an address book locked up in a file cabinet? Let's take a peek inside. This is full of women's names and telephone numbers. Oh my God! He gave Rita a 4-star rating. Why, that dirty old man. Hey, that's odd. Jimmy Gardner's phone number is listed too. Here's Doc Larson's invitation to speak before the AMA. I wonder what they would think if they found out what a skirt chaser he is. Here's Doc Larson's invitation to speak. Mindy meant to send this glass key to me. I don't think Mark Danson will mind if I take it. I'm not touching no dead body. Oh, great. I have to figure out which side of each room is a mirror and which is a passage. I hate these things. mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. This glass key looks like something out of a fairy tale. Too bad real life doesn't always have a happy ending. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. A mirror. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this. I need to find a path leading. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to. I need to find a path leading to. I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path. I need to find a path leading to. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to. I need to find a path. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and 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 this. find a path leading to... This glass key looks like something out of a fairy... I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and... He opened the mirror. I need to find a path leading to... There's a mirror between me and this... There's a mirror between me and this... I need to find a path leading to this... I need to find a path... I need to find a path lead... I need to find a path lead... I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between... There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and... I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading to this... I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this... I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this... I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path... I need to find a path leading... I need to find a path leading to... There's a mirror between me... There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to... There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this... I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path lead... I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading to... There's a mirror between me and the... There's a mirror between me... I need to find a path... I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and the... I need to find a path... There's a mirror between me and the... There's a mirror between me... The key opened the mirror. There's a mirror between me and this. There's a mirror between me and there's a mirror between me and this. There's a mirror between me and
Michael, at last you have come to save us.
What happened to you?
The Dreketh guard disemboweled me, then threw me into the maze to die. You must hurry, or billions will die on both sides of the portal.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No. I am dying. Now quickly, you must rescue the light and gather the points. Destroy the generator. You are our only hope.
How horrible! This must be what happens to Dark Worlders when they die. Another maze! If I really am in the Dark World, then this should be nearly identical to the Hall of Mirrors. I need to find a path leading to this. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to. There's a mirror between me and. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading... There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this... I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and 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 this room. I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path leading. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading. I need to find a path leading to... I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading... There's a mirror between me and the... There's a mirror between me and the... It's true. I have returned to the dark world. The sun never shines here. I can't tell if it is day or night. I don't like the look of those two guards. This must be some kind of prison. Who are you?
We will not tell you which of us is Ick and which is Uck, because one of us is Ick and the other is Uck. Or it could be the other way around. We're not telling.
What is through that passageway?
It could be the prison compound. Then again, it could not.
Who is being held prisoner?
It could be the keeper of the scrolls. Then again, the prison could be empty.
Let me inside the prison.
Only authorized Dark World personnel are allowed to enter. Leave the premises immediately!
I am a Dark World prison official. Let me in.
Oh, a Dark Worlder, are you? I bet you don't even know if it's day or night.
It's always dark here.
But we have day and night just like anywhere else. Any Dark Worlder can tell the...
I am a Dark Worlder. Give me a chance to prove it.
We will let you pass if you prove to us that you are really a Dark Worlder. Tell us which of us is Ick and which is Uck. And tell us whether it's day or night. You can ask questions, if you like. We like to be fair.
Which one of you is telling the truth?
I am Uck, and it is night. He is not. It is not. I am Uck, and it's daytime, and it's final.
I need to think about this some more.
Then leave. Don't come back until you can prove you're a ugly organic.
my God! That's Rita's head. It's happening all over again. The ancients have returned. The cable runs from the power generator to the inside of that structure. This place reminds me of the hatchery from my first visit to the Dark World. Only this incubator is much bigger. What a monstrous fetus! And it's looking right at me. This must be the gate to the power center. This hellhole looks like a twisted perversion of my hometown. There's something oppressive and frightening about this building, but the architecture is spectacular. It must be a governmental center.
You, Minen, have been charged with conspiring in a rebellion against the Ancients. How do you plead?
I am innocent, dispassionate one.
In the interest of expediting matters, we shall enter a plea of guilty and issue a summary judgment. Because of your years of faithful service as a privileged worker, I shall be merciful. Instead of suffering public humiliation like the leader of your rebellion, you are hereby sentenced to death.
Oh, thank you, dispassionate one. You are kind and just.
There's nothing I can do. She's dead. I'm here to pay my respects to the Keeper of the Sword.
Pay your respects? Why, that worm was involved in a conspiracy against the Ancients. Whose side are you on, anyway?
I hate the Ancients and will do everything in my power to destroy them.
Well, why didn't you say so? There are many here in the Dark World who feel the same as you, and all of them are sentenced to death.
Oh my God, the stench in this room is horrible, like a mountain of rotting meat. I'm afraid to touch it. I'm afraid to touch it. I'm afraid to touch it. I got the data card back. Damn, I've got to get out of here. happened? Where am I? Where am I?
You are in the underworld, Michael. The river of the dead.
You know my name?
Yes, Michael. I've been expecting you.
What is the underworld?
It is that place where the beings of the dark world come when their biomatter has expired. As the keeper of the souls, all those who die in the dark world fall under my care.
What happened to me?
You met with an unfortunate accident, Michael. You were killed.
Are you saying that I'm dead?
Not exactly. You are not of this world and hence not easily destroyed here. You will leave this place. It is your destiny.
Does that mean I'm immortal?
Hardly, Michael. You are still subject to the cold hand of death, but you are not easily killed. I foresee that you will again visit me in this place. One day you will stay permanently if you continue to be so careless.
What is my destiny?
You are destined to stand against the evil forces controlling the Dark World. You are charged with defeating the Ancients and saving your own world in the process. Some of the people of the Dark World will aid you.
Who will aid me?
You will meet them in the course of your journey. They will extend the hand of friendship to you, but they will pay with their lives, and their souls will be remanded to me. Attend!
What in God's name was that?
The life fluids of the Keeper of the Light now flow in the River of the Dead. Her biomatter expired not long after she met you in the portal.
Why, you bloodthirsty monster! How could you do such a terrible thing?
Her blood is on your hands, Michael. She sacrificed herself so that you could fulfill your destiny and defeat the Ancients. If you fail to do so, death will eventually reach out and pull you into its bloody depths.
How do I get out of this hellhole?
Climb the staircase. It leads back to the Dark World, near to where the Ancients have erected their power generator. Go and fulfill your destiny.
This place looks strangely familiar. I've got it! It reminds me of the police station from my first visit to the Dark World. I better watch my step in here. sir.
Do you know what we did to the last organic who asked to be excused? We gutted him and threw him into the maze. Just like we did to that keeper worm. Now go.
Here's my data card, you tin-plated sadist. Now show some respect.
1,000 apologies, Organic One. I had no idea that you were a privileged worker. Where are you assigned?
I don't see how that is any of the Dreketh Guard's business.
You're right, of course. I didn't mean to offend your organic sensibilities. Tell me, have you already made your offering today? Or do you prefer to do it at night?
Yes, of course I already paid my offering.
I prefer to make my offerings of blood to the ancients in the morning, too. It gets the day off to a good start. Wouldn't you agree? Well, you're obviously a loyal minion of the ancients. Please, do me the honor of watching over the Hall of Troopers for a while. I have a new batch of prisoners to torture.
I feel a warm glow spreading through my body. For the first time, I really believe I can put a stop to the evil that's happening here. This building looks like some kind of processing plant. What's that rancid stench? It smells like rotten meat. Sure is empty around here.
The regulars don't come around much anymore. Things have changed since the takeover. I get a few of the privileged workers every now and then, but that's about it.
What is this place?
Why, it's the food hall, of course. Everyone knows that. But we don't have much food now. The deliveries have stopped.
What is there to eat around here?
I still have some rations of liquefied entrails in my food dispensers. Very filling.
Did someone take over the Dark World?
Yes, the invaders from space. Everyone calls them the Ancients. They've taken over our world. They run everything from their spaceship, but we never see them. They use their minions to maintain control.
Who are the Ancients?
Horrible beings with great mental powers. They've been systematically eliminating us. But I stopped living in fear a long time ago. I've resigned myself to death.
When did the Ancients first arrive?
More than a year ago. The first few months were very bloody. Half of our population was wiped out, and our government fell. The Ancients now control our judges and the Dreketh Guard.
Do the Ancients have total control over the Dark World?
Yes. Now we're a police state. And I'd steer clear of the Hall of Justice if I were you. The Dark Justices are not very friendly towards strangers, especially those who are organic instead of biomechanical.
minions?
The troopers who enforce the Ancients' decrees, and the justices who administer them. We have no one to defend us any longer. The keepers are all dead, or imprisoned.
What decrees did the Ancients impose?
Those not chosen to be killed must obey the Ancients' will. We no longer lead our own lives.
Just what are the keepers?
The keepers were our government. Truth, light, and justice. It's all gone now.
What are privileged workers?
You know, those who have chosen to work for the Ancients, they get special treatment.
What are these creatures I see peering out of the walls every now and then?
Them? They're electro-vermin, chewing on the power cables, most likely. They're just about my only customers these days.
Anything unusual going on around here lately?
Unusual? Aside from being enslaved by a master race of alien beings? Not much.
Is there anyone to lead a revolt?
Everyone works for the Ancients now. I'm forced to turn over all my proceeds to them. We have to. We are killed if we don't. Of course, there was one old fool who tried to lead a revolt, and the Ancients locked him up next door.
Thanks for your time. I'll see you around.
Perhaps. If I'm not scheduled to be fed to a life force leech first.
Do you mind if I take this delicacy with me?
Take it, human. No one else is left to eat it but the vermin.
This building reminds me of some project I messed up in shop class. This is either a Dark World armory, or I've wandered into a gun shop in Los Angeles. Who are you?
I'm a simple craftsman, skilled in the arts of binding metal with flesh. I build...
What are biomechanical appendages?
Organic and mechanical weapons that connect with and into your body.
Hey, can I get one of these biomechanical appendages from you?
For a price. I trade and sell my work. Right now I could use...
Why can't you just build a triggering device?
Supplies of metal have been difficult to obtain since the Ancients took over. Everything is being reserved for the power center.
What is this place?
A weaponry and supply shop. I create powerful weapons used...
What are you working on now?
I am building a grenade-launching crossbow. A special order from the Dreketh Guard. Unfortunately, I don't have a...
Who are your masters?
The Ancients. They force us to work for them or die.
Are all the inhabitants of the Dark World enslaved?
All of us still alive. Those few of us, the Ancients.
How can the Ancients be defeated?
I don't see how. There was one brave soul.
Who are the lackeys?
We all are. Craftsmen like me.
Well, this is all very interesting, but I must be leaving.
Do you think you have a
What a magnificent structure. It looks like a temple, but I can't imagine that Dark Worlders would find anything worthy of worship. me that creeps. Even in the normal world, I feel uneasy about attending church, especially since my father died. Hello, I'm Mike Dawson.
I am the High Priestess of the Temple of the Triangle. Welcome.
What is this place?
This temple was constructed eons ago as a place of worship for Dark World beings. Originally, it was set up...
Tell me about the points of the triangle.
The points of the triangle were the basis of our religion. The 3 points are truth, represented by the light.
Tell me about the light.
The light illuminates our lives. It shines with universal...
Tell me about the scrolls.
The scrolls contain the vast knowledge of our people.
Tell me about the sword.
The sword is a powerful weapon against injustice and fear.
Why do you say that everything is now gone?
The ancients have taken over our world. They have outlawed...
You're a spiritual leader?
I was the High Priestess. I conveyed the wisdom of the keepers to all...
Why are you helping me if you are forbidden to do so?
Just because something is forbidden does not mean it no longer occurs.
You don't look like you're imprisoned.
I am imprisoned here in a confinement room. The ancients thought it too dangerous to keep all the religious leaders in...
Some of you are held under house arrest?
It is more insidious than it sounds. The ancients had their minions install power locks all over the area. The machines in the power...
What can you tell me about the Dark World?
The Dark World has existed alongside your normal world ever since time began.
Why do you say that this place is a negative image of my world?
We are what you would consider to be the dark side of yourselves. What seems to be madness to you, we consider...
Now I understand why there are so many evil...
You have malevolent creatures in your own world, too. Do not confuse madness.
How much is the Dark World a counterpart to my own?
People and places in your world have parallels here in the Dark World. There are differences, however.
Can actions in the Dark World affect the normal world?
Sometimes, but the rules governing these correlations are not understood. But yes, many times in action...
What can you tell me about the portals linking our 2 worlds?
The portals have always been in existence. There are portals all over Earth. It was inevitable that a few humans would...
Have any Dark Worlders crossed a portal into the normal world?
No, but it is more a matter of biology than physics. We would die immediately after crossing the barrier in...
Do you know where all the portals are located?
No one knows where all the portals are. There is one located in the power center inside a maze.
Tell me more about the Ancients.
The Ancients are alien beings from another planet in our universe.
Where are the Ancients now?
The Ancients control things telepathically, using their psychically evolved brains.
What do the Ancients want?
They want to drain the life force from sentient creatures to sustain them in their return.
How did you try to stop them?
A short time ago, we staged an uprising. The Keeper of the Sword...
What happened to the rebellion?
It was crushed by the Ancients. You see, Michael, you are our own...
You know who I am?
Of course, Michael. The story of your first battle against the Ancients is chronicled.
What became of the Keepers?
The 3 Keepers went into hiding, but recently have been found. The Keeper of...
Do you know where the Keeper of the Scrolls is in prison?
She is being held captive in the prison compound at the Ancients' Power Center.
I have many more questions to ask you.
I am afraid I have nothing more to tell you. You should go before the direct...
Wait. Do you know what the Ancients' credo is?
Their credo is death provides life. It is how they look upon the countless worlds.
There's a guard in front of that building. This looks like some kind of crime scene. I have important news to give to the Ancients from Ik and Uk, but I can't tell if they are truthful.
Ik always tells the truth during the day, but lies at night. Uk lies during the day, but tells the truth at night. Now go away.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
Okay, I know the answers to your riddle.
Then tell us. And tell us.
You, on the right. You are Ick, and it is night.
I guess you are a dark worlder after all. Well, forgive us for doubting you, privileged one.
Phew! This place smells like dried puke. What a horrendously ugly baby! And it smells even worse than the small ones. It's her, the keeper of the scrolls. I feel like I should bow, but I'm too embarrassed. Hello again, you're,
Greetings, Michael. I am pleased to finally meet you in person. Please forgive me.
What's going on?
We are besieged by the ancients once again. They have conquered the Dark World and enslaved its inhabitants. Soon the
What is the ancients' plan this time?
They are hatching a horrid creature called the Behemoth. It is now incubating behind their power generator.
But I thought the ancients weren't capable of entering the normal.
This is true, but they have altered the genetics of a Dark World creature to create what is called a
What does this shapeshifter look like?
No one knows. The ancients have kept its identity a secret.
What must I do next?
The shapeshifter is gathering heads for the ancients' power generator. The generator
How do I destroy the power generator?
Seek out Goth the Hermit. He lives beyond the recreation center.
What are the points?
The points of the triangle are the three icons that have kept the peace in the Dark World until the...
I met the Keeper of the Light. She said the light had been...
Yes, I know. She is dead. I felt...
Do you still have the scrolls?
No, Michael. When I learned that the Dreketh Guard were coming to arrest me,
Where do I find the Keeper of the Sword?
The Keeper of the Sword was arrested not long after me. She is now under trial in the...
How can I identify this shapeshifter?
Only by facing your destiny when you know that. You must do it,
What must I do next?
Do not neglect the fact that you are under suspicion in your own world. Seek
can't tell if it is an electric motor or a shooting gallery. This device is definitely biomechanical. What a hideous mechanism. This
To be announcing. To be producing stable power transmissions with secondary. There's some kind of electronic lock on this door. I can't open it. There's some kind of electronic... It didn't take me too long to find my way from the dark world back to the center of town. A Wheel of Fortune game. You guess a number, and if it turns up on the wheel, you win a prize. I want to play Spin the Wheel.
Pick a number between 0 and...
I'd like the number 6.
Okay, give the wheel a spin. Number 6, a winner!
There's Mayor Fleming. I've known him ever since I was a kid. Hi, Mayor Fleming. I'm Mike Dawson.
Why, of course, Michael.
How have you been, Mr. Mayor?
Just fine, Michael. And
I've been home about a year on disability.
that's good to hear. The missus and I have been meaning to ask you...
I heard that you married Melissa Talbot. Sort of amazed.
Well, Michael, you're only as young as...
So tell me, how do you like being mayor?
Well, it's certainly different from being in the insurance business.
How is being mayor different?
Being a salesman was nothing but lies and manipulation.
I've been thinking of my father a lot these days.
Yes, it was quite a tragedy.
I'd like to talk to you about the recent murder.
You mean Ms. Scanlon?
Rita was a friend of mine.
Yes, but only slightly.
How is the re-election campaign going?
Well, we're just gearing up now.
I sure would like to find out who killed her.
We all would, Michael. Now, I've asked some friends at the...
Not to mention unraveling your re-election.
You know, Michael, I left...
Nothing inside the mayor's briefcase but a quarter and... Why, that dirty old man. He's got a collection of porno pictures. Why, you sanctimonious old bastard. No wonder you're so anxious to bring in outside help to solve... Wait till Jack sees this. Maybe I can get the sheriff out of his office.
Sheriff's office, Butler here.
I want to report a robbery in progress.
Who's being robbed?
Some poor old lady over at the ATM. She got roughed up.
Thanks. I'll be there.
It looks like the coast is clear. I can't believe that. Here's a photo of Rita, and the glass is smashed like it was hit with a fist. And here's an old newspaper article. The headline reads, "Butler charges dropped." I knew it. Sheriff Butler was kicked off the Dallas police force because he was accused of accepting... Wait till Jack sees this. Here comes Jack. Thanks for meeting me, Jack.
No problemo. What?
I found a newspaper article accusing the sheriff...
Well, I'm not surprised. I never thought that fat slob was a champ.
I also found a photo of Rita in his desk.
Really? I guess he still carries a torch for Rita after all.
I found a bunch of nude pictures of Rita in the mayor's coat.
I told you he's not the grandfatherly old politician he'd like us voters to think he is. Man.
Doc Larson has a little black book hidden in his file cabinet. Rita's name...
Hey, I knew he thought he was some kind of Casanova. Can you believe it?
about Mrs. Ramirez.
Ah, the jealous wife angle. Well, that...
Still, I'd like to follow up on it.
It's your life, but if I were you, I'd keep close tabs on the mayor and Doc Larson.
Hi, Jimmy.
Yeah? Well, maybe I don't want to...
How close were you to Rita before she was murdered?
What business is it?
I thought that since you're still friends with Melissa, maybe you...
You leave Melissa out of this, you hear? And as for Rita...
What do you mean Rita got around?
Look, Dawson, stop asking questions before you get hurt.
I found a little black book listing you, Rita, and several other women.
I used to round up dates for Larson now and then, and your librarian...
What are you saying? Rita wasn't like...
Then don't believe me. But it was Rita who came on to the...
Maybe I should go.
Yeah, get out before I throw you out. I'm here to collect my final payment.
Quick, get in before someone sees you.
Why, that was Jimmy Gardner. What's that thug doing here?
Come on, lady. You still owe me one last payment for the torch job. Fork it over.
You need to learn that patience is a virtue, young man. The money's been coming in slow from the insurance.
Mrs. Ramirez is handing Jimmy a wad of bills. Jack didn't believe my suspicions about Jimmy. Wait till he gets a load of this. I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims.
Why, hello, Mike. How are you feeling?
You've got to help me, Doctor.
That's what I'm here for, Mike.
I feel terrible. I've got another one of those headaches.
I see. Well, I think we...
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I've been having more dreams.
More dreams about your...
I visited there again.
Is that so?
They're trying to take over the Earth.
Mike, I think this fantasy of yours is getting out of...
Let's just get on with it.
All right. We'll hypnotize you now.
Here's part of it. I'll have the rest tomorrow night when I can get to the re-election fund.
Make sure you do. This will be harder to get away with than torching that rich guy was. Boy, that Rita sure had a thing for other people's husbands.
Look! Up there, it's Mike Dawson. He's been listening in on us.
Dawson! Still sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Just like your friend Rita. You want to end up dead like her and all her other friends?
Anybody hungry? How about some filet of brain? The gray matter is particularly tasty today. just what makes us Darkworlders strong and healthy. Hey, Mike! Your shoes are bleeding!
Oh, you're so gross, Mike. No wonder Rita would rather be with my husband than with you.
Mike, are you awake? How do you feel?
I feel much better. Thanks.
I'm gratified to know it's working so well for you. We have
Then you heard it all?
You talked quite a bit about Melissa. I take it you...
Why do you think I'm angry with the mayor?
Your dream. It sounded like the mayor's...
I'm angry at Jimmy. He killed Mr. Ramirez for having...
You're projecting, Mike. I think...
Rita and I were just friends. We both saw other people.
You've never mentioned you had anyone else in your...
I'm not the jealous type, if that's what you think.
Not even when you learned she was flirting with Mr...
Doctor, I think you're wrong about my feelings for Rita.
Well, maybe. But that's about all the time we have today.
Here comes Jack. Guess what? I have a photo of Miss... Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence.
What do you mean?
What's the connection between Jimmy and the sheriff?
Well, Jimmy told you he had the inside good.
What's the connection between Jimmy and Doc Larson?
Jimmy's name was listed in Doc Larson's little...
What's the connection between Jimmy and...
There isn't one. Oh, wait a second. He's very fond.
Hey, I'm angry that a married man was...
Well, before you go ripping somebody's head off, I'd check out their...
I've been suspicious of you for some time, Jimmy Gardner. The liquor store robbery.
Listen good, Slim. I'm getting real sick of your...
You don't frighten me none, Jimmy Gardner. This here letter proves...
That does it, you loon. You stuck...
Hey, stop picking on him, Jimmy. But let's see if you're brave enough to take me on.
You okay, Mikey boy?
What happened?
I had a feeling you were spoiling for a fight with Jimmy, and I thought you could use some help. Looks like I...
Wait a minute. Where did Slim run off to? Are you okay, Slim?
Oh, come in, Mr. Dawson. Thanks.
I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. I guess I'm...
What are you talking about, Mr. Dawson? Why...
I think you need glasses, Slim. I wasn't...
Some people think my head's a little screwed up, but my eyes are fine.
Why'd you run away when Jimmy pulled his gun? I thought your suit made...
My uniform doesn't cover my face, Mr. Dawson.
What was this evidence you said you have against Jimmy?
It's a love letter written by Rita to Melissa's husband. It seemed...
How did you get a hold of this letter?
Oh, I snatched it out of Melissa's purse earlier today. I knew she...
What first led you to suspect Melissa?
I've seen Melissa go into the pool hall regularly the past few weeks. Now,
I noticed you collect a lot of things, but how could you stoop to picking a woman's purse?
Well, Mr. Dawson, sometimes you have...
I don't understand what Jimmy has to do with all of this.
The night before the high school reunion, I saw Melissa give Jimmy...
You know that Jimmy caused the Ramirez fire?
Don't act so surprised, Mr. Dawson.
You know, Slim, there is a lot of evil.
You got that right, Mr. Dawson.
Thanks for helping to clear my name. Next time you have a...
My pleasure. But I'm going to give it a...
Do you mind if I hand the letter and Jimmy's gun over to the sheriff, Slim?
Go ahead. Sheriff Butler wouldn't pay it any attention if I...
Jimmy's gone. I've got to find him before he kills more. Finding my way through the Hall of Mirrors and returning to the center of the Dark World wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought it would be.
Matrix verified.
Oh no! I didn't get here fast enough to keep Jimmy from killing the mayor. I've got to stop him before he kills another 2 people to complete the generator link. The machine stopped working. My nose is burning from ozone and other assorted fumes. It's making me feel lightheaded. There's some kind of electronic lock on this door. I can't... some kind of electronic lock on this door. There's some kind of electronic... What's that odor? It smells like dirt, but it's very faint. It reminds me... This cul-de-sac ends in a cross. Why are there symbols of death all around this complex? A dead end, in more ways than one.
Matrix verify.
The creature is locked in tight. I can't get it loose.
To be sorry. To be not able to sing at this time. To be damaged by...
I can't reach it from here. I can't reach it from here. I could have sworn I saw something looking at me. There's some kind of electronic lock on this door. This door must weigh a ton. Is the thick metal for keeping people out, or keeping something in? According to what the Keeper of the Scrolls told me, this is where Goth lives. This is the Keeper's best spy? No wonder they lost to the Ancients. Are you Goth? I need to...
Go away!
All right.
Wait!
Yes. The Keeper of the...
I thought so.
What happened to you?
I was trampled during a skirmish.
What can I do for you?
I am in great pain.
I saw people using drugs in the building outside.
No!
I don't know where to find the medicine you need.
You have drugs in the
I can bring you some drugs from the...
Please.
This ego massager sure is heavy, but I think I'll be able to lug it around with me. Is the trigger mechanism of this gun of interest to you?
Let me see that.
Well, is it something you...
Why, yes. This will do.
Cool! Hey, Gargon, I bet you can't lift this.
Oh, yeah? I can lift anything.
I'm sure that snapped you out of your depression, Gargon.
Why, I feel great. I don't know what you did, kid, but it sure...
Now will you lift the ice chest for me? I have to get something for the clown.
I'm afraid I have some bad news about the clown. He died.
What's this about no more rumors?
Well, this is embarrassing. But
you've been taking pills?
Yeah. Antidepressant.
Hey! What the hell happened here?
I guess the trigger must have jammed. But I hit every target, so I think I still earned a prize.
You can have your prize, but I don't want to see your face around here again.
That was some pretty nice shooting there, Dawson. You seem awfully handy with a weapon.
Oh, hello, Sheriff Butler.
I'm just checking out the area.
Suspects? For what? Rita?
Oh, not for Rita's murder.
Mayor Fleming's been murdered?
You been anywhere else in the park during the last...
I don't know anything about it. What happened?
The FBI is examining the body.
The last hour? Well, I've been busy doing some more
work. Oh, yeah.
I didn't do it, Sheriff. It was Jimmy Gardner.
Jimmy Gardner? Don't make me...
I've got a letter implicating Jimmy. Melissa hired him to kill Rita.
All right, Dawson. I'll talk to Jimmy about this letter. But still...
I have a splitting headache. I better go.
Why, hello, Mike. I'm
My head is killing me, Doc.
What happened?
Didn't you hear? Mayor Fleming.
I heard, Mike.
Doc Larson?
Why do you say that?
It's not that. I told...
Of course.
I'm worried there's gonna be more.
The whole time.
It's my fault, Dr. Sims.
Don't blame yourself, Mike.
You don't understand.
Mike, you really must
I think I need more.
I agree, Mike.
Welcome back, folks. Our guest today on Let's Make a Death is Mike Dawson. How are you, Mike?
Okay, I guess. What's going on, Paul?
It's your lucky day, Mike. You get to choose one of 3 holograms and learn something about this mystery you're trying to solve. Which hologram will it be?
Hologram number 1, please.
Hologram number 1 is the lovely Rita Scanlon, alive and well.
Mike, you're so wrapped up in your own little world. He didn't kill me. You know, you really ought to read more. I could have helped you like I did Mr. Ramirez, the mayor, and Doc Larson.
Ouch! Not quite the reunion you hoped for, was it? Choose another hologram.
Hologram number 2.
Hologram number 2 is the not-so-honorable Mayor Fleming. You know, Mike, you and Rita just didn't have the right kind of interest. You just didn't click the way she and I did, if you know what I mean. Oh, boy, I think I got the picture. And so did you, Mike, when you found those photos of Rita in the mayor's car. I bet that got your engine running. Choose another hologram.
Hologram number 3.
Hologram 3 is a real smooth operator, Doc Larson.
Rita didn't have much time for you, Mike, but she somehow found time to bring me my medical textbooks. You don't suppose that got her interested in playing doctor, do you? Are you jealous, Mike? That's what you get for sneaking into my office and stealing my little black book.
That must have been a bitter pill to swallow. I'm sorry, Mike. There's no prize for you in any of the holograms, but we do have a lovely parting gift for you. All the hardware you'll ever need. A beautiful set of steak knives, sharp enough to cut again and again and again.
Mike, are you awake? How do you feel now?
I'm feeling a little better. At least my head.
Well, that's good to hear, Mike.
It was a terrible thing, Doctor.
It was terrible, Mike.
God, what a dream I had.
What did you dream about this?
Rita was in my dream. She told me.
Did she tell you?
I'm certain that Paul Cooper had something to do with Rita.
Mike, promise me you...
It's all so confusing.
I really wish you'd stop...
Damn it, Dr. Sims. Stop bad-mouthing.
Please, Mike.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sims.
I can see that Jack's a sensitive
Don't worry, Dr. Sims. I think I'm getting better.
Very well, Mike. Now just...
Okay, Dr. Sims.
I think it's for the best.
Excuse me. Mike Dawson? Special Agent Gannon, FBI.
What do you want?
You're not leaving until I get some answers from you.
Why are you talking to me?
I'll ask the questions, Dawson. I'm the cop. You're the suspect.
What am I suspected of?
You're suspected of a lot of things, Dawson. I've done some checking up on you.
What do you know about what happened last year?
Enough to know that you're nutty as a fruitcake. We've seen your...
No, it's all true. There really is a dark world.
Save your insanity defense for the jury, Dawson.
But I found a letter that proves Jimmy Gardner killed Rita. I gave it...
Butler's off the case. I'm in charge now. And as for your friend...
Larson's lying. He was involved with Rita. He's the psycho.
Right, Dawson. Everybody's a psycho, but...
I loved Rita. I didn't touch her.
Oh, yeah? It sure sounds like everyone else did.
Oh, no. I think I'm really in trouble. I need to talk to Jack. Here comes Jack. I hit an FBI agent.
Smart move, Ace. Why'd you do that?
I got angry. He made some comment.
I can't blame you, Mike. The idea of him and...
Maybe Mrs. Ramirez was right.
Hey, none of that talk, Mikey boy. It takes two to tango.
The mayor's been murdered. His head was cut off just...
What? Another murder?
By the way, thanks for helping me back at the pool.
No problemo. I had a feeling you...
Jimmy's not our man.
That's real bad news, Mikey boy.
Sledgehammer? Wait a second. Paul...
Man, you're losing it. Instead of grasping at straw...
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
Doc Larson. I can't exactly say he didn't deserve his fate, but there's only one more head left to go. If the shapeshifter isn't Jimmy, who could it be? Paul? doesn't want to go into the slot. The machine stopped working. Hey, this is the design room from my first visit to the Dark World. Whenever I look at this hideous thing, I feel a throbbing where the ancients pried open my head and implanted the embryo. How do you feel?
I feel the pain no longer.
Now it's your turn to help me. I'm told you know all...
No one knows all there is to know of...
Why did the ancients conquer your world?
They are life force scavengers. They traveled from...
Why would the ancients be interested in my...
They have nearly siphoned off the life force from this world.
Just what are the ancients?
They've created a creature called the Behemoth.
Why did the ancients create this behemoth?
This creature was designed to collect the life...
There is one Dark Worlder who can exist in the normal world.
You speak of the shapeshifter. Yes.
Tell me about you and your undercover work for the Keeper.
I have been part of the underground movement.
Tell me more about the underground movement.
The Keepers organized us to revolt against...
If you couldn't stop the ancients...
The points of the triangle are the only way...
Where is the Sword of Justice?
The shapeshifter has it.
Where can I find the shapeshifter?
No one knows where he lives.
What do I do with the points?
The ancient's power generator.
How do I use the points on the generator?
With the light, illuminate that which is dark.
You've been very helpful.
Before you leave.
Can this crossbow be used to make...
I suppose so.
I need to win a game in my world. This crossbow might help.
Games, he said.
gunsmith built this biomechanical machine gun so I can... Goth, I think you misunderstood how I plan to use the crossbow.
Let me die in peace, human. Either blow up the ancient spaceship. Use it wisely, human. The power...
This looks like a fun game. I used to play horseshoes with my dad. I usually beat him, but I think he liked to let me win. I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful, the ring's heavy. Bullseye, a winner!
Matrix Ver-
The machine stopped working. What an odd sensation. I know that these are the scrolls of wisdom. I'm as certain of that as I've been of anything.
Hey, what happened to the water?
Oh man, this is too weird for words. There's no doubt that Paul is crazy enough to be a killer. Paul's bedroom looks fairly normal. In fact, it kind of resembles my own room. Scuff marks. This bookcase must have been moved across the floor recently. A secret passage. Oh my God! Paul's house contains a dark world portal. I was right. He is the shapeshifter. What kind of crap is this? The book's open to a chapter about the other...
Keep your unclean hands off my things, Mike. You're here to stop the messenger from coming, aren't you?
Why did you try to kill me?
I'm sorry, Mike. The voices told me to kill you. They said you were dangerous and must be stopped.
What else did the voices tell you?
They told us to prepare for the coming of the messenger. He will arrive any day now and cleanse.
What do you mean you prepared your souls?
Don't you see? All 3 murder victims were members of our otherworld cult.
You mean to tell me you aren't the serial killer?
Of course not, Mike. I could never have done such things.
What were these voices you heard?
The spirits of the dead. We contacted...
Who's we?
Rita and myself at first. Once we realized we were in contact...
Is that what all this occult stuff is about?
Yes. I've always been obsessed with occult science.
What kinds of things did
They wanted us to worship them.
Paul, you're starting to look awfully pale.
Everything's growing.
Oh my God, I killed him. Paul was obviously one thing's for sure. It's dark in here. Spooky, too. I better get out of here. That should keep Deputy Brown busy for a while. There's no one guarding Rita's house now. It's so strange being inside Rita's house knowing that she's dead. I've never been in Rita's bedroom before.
You thought you had everything pretty much figured out, didn't you, Mikey boy? Well, I'd stop while I was ahead if I were you. The truth can be very ugly.
This card entitles the bearer to a special psychic reading from Pandora. What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
Let me see that card. Ah, why didn't you tell me you were one of the Illuminati? This entitles you.
Mikey, there are no monsters in the closet. There's nothing there but an old dusty mirror. But I'll tell you what, I'll lock this closet forever so that nothing can get through it. I have an invisible key to the closet. Now watch. Now I'm locking the closet. Poof! It's gone. The monsters won't be able to come through the closet. Now try to go back to sleep, dear.
I feel like such an idiot. All these years thinking my closet was locked. Who knows what's inside it?
You do.
smells of Mom's perfume. The fortune teller was right. This closet was never really locked after all. So that's what's inside. A mirror. Could this be another portal? Why, this is a dark world bedroom. This looks like the shoebox I keep my good shoes in. I'm back in my own kitchen, but I didn't pass through any portal. Mom, have you been to the rest of the house lately?
Mike, you're tracking dirt all over my clean floor. Go get your new shoe.
What's this about my shoes? Are you feeling okay?
Don't say another word to me until...
My shoes and my mom's butcher knife. They're covered in blood. My shoes and my mom's butcher knife. What do you know about my shoes getting bloody?
Here, Mike. This will explain everything.
Oh my God, that's Rita.
Mike, I've come to speak to you from beyond the barrier of life and death.
Rita, I thought you were dead.
I'm dead but have not yet departed, unless...
I don't care about anyone else. Tell me who did this.
A predator. He killed all...
I visited your murder site.
I didn't lose my ticket, Mike.
You mean the shapeshifter attended our
Mike, don't you see? My ticket...
Are you saying that the shapeshifter invited you to...
Your jealousy is clouding your mind again.
I know all about your involvement in the...
Whole seances were just harmless fun at first.
So this was the reading group you were always...
I'm sorry I lied to you, Mike.
Why would the ancients be interested in your seance?
The ancients needed humans to make a creature able to live in the...
Is it true that you became involved with Dark Larson and Mayor Fleming?
Mr. Ramirez, too, but his wife had him killed.
Who else did you recruit?
I tried to recruit Sheriff Butler and you, but failed. You were both...
How could you let yourself become a pawn of the ancients?
You were a pawn of the ancients, too, Mike. It was your...
I don't understand what's happening here.
Mike, you poor innocent fool. You were being used.
How can I destroy the behemoth?
You can kill it only with the sword, but you must hurry, Mike. While the behemoth is still in the dark world, it is...
The sword is powerful enough to kill the behemoth?
Yes, but you must use the sword before it reaches the portal to the normal world. Once the behemoth...
Why do the ancients want to destroy the human race?
Once humanity's life force is released...
How did you learn all of this, Rita?
My mind is connected to the ancient spaceship through the power...
How much time do I have?
The portal in the adjoining room is too small for the behemoth to pass through. Mike, if you truly do care about me, please...
Now I'm back in the dark world. I'm sure I didn't pass through a portal this time. Perhaps time and space are warped here. get back to the power center and stop the behemoth.
Matrix Ver...
That's Paul! He wasn't the shapeshifter after all. The incubator has burst open from the inside. The behemoth is hatched. I've got to get to the portal. I've got to reach the portal before the behemoth gets there. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to choose my way carefully this time if I'm to beat the behemoth to the portal. need to find a path leading. I need to find a path leading. There's a mirror between. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and. I need to find a path leading to this. I need to find a path leading to this. There's a mirror between me. I need to find a path leading. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path. I need to find a path leading to this. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to this. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me. I need to find a path leading to this. I need to find a path lead. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading to this. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this room. I need to find a path leading. There's a mirror between me and this room. 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 I need to find a path. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a mirror between me and the. The creature fused itself into the machine. I've never seen anything like it. last night. This slot is paper thin. The light shining from this lantern makes things seem so clear.
Michael, you've done it. You've defeated the ancients. You have saved our people and yours. Michael.
Hey, wake up, Mikey boy. Hey, wake up, Mikey boy. You've been out of it for a little while.
What happened?
I told you not to trust those shrinks, didn't I?
Where am I? I thought I just blew up a spaceship.
You were in Dr. Sims' office, don't you remember?
What happened to Dr. Sims? He's been stabbed.
You don't remember, Mikey boy? We killed him. He was getting in the way.
What do you mean we killed Dr. Sims?
Don't you get it, Mikey boy? You and me, we're both one and the same.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute. I get it. You're the shapeshifter.
You're wrong again, Mikey boy. In case you haven't figured it out, I don't exist at all. I'm you, and you are me, and we're all together. Get it?
No, I don't get it. How can you and me be the same person?
I'm your dark world counterpart, Mikey. A manifestation of your own sick mind. If you don't believe me, grab the knife and try to kill me. Come on, Mikey boy, give it a try.
We're too late. I should have never let myself be fooled by that letter Dawson gave me.
I don't know about you, but I feel sick. I never seen anything so horrible.
Looks like Mike offed the doctor and then offed himself. What a mess.
I still can't believe it. Mike Dawson, a serial killer.
He was sure busy the last few hours. Killed Mayor Fleming, Doc Larson, Paul Cooper, and his psychiatrist all in one day.
One thing's for sure. I'm gonna be having a few nightmares myself over this one.
It's too bad you couldn't get to first base with Rita either, Sheriff. Then we'd have your head hanging on our power generator, too. Oh, Mike, there's no need to thank me for returning your mom's butcher knife to you. It's the least I could do for ruining the ancients' plans again. Well, as they say, the third time's the charm. Horrified by what you see, Deputy? You'd be even more horrified by what your dark side is capable of. Dr. Sims, I concur with your diagnosis that Mike Dawson is suffering from multiple personality disorder. However, I think you underestimated the danger of me becoming the dominant personality.